Hey guys, how's it going? I said I would do a trade collection video yesterday in my video, so bug bites everywhere. So I'm gonna do it today. I got some time, so I just wanted to show you guys what I've collected over the year and a bit of reading. Just in case you see something that you've always wanted to try, or if I just show you something that you don't have and you want to try. So these are all of them. Up on my bed. All the way over there, there's tons of them. I'm sure this is a small collection compared, but so sit down, get ready for a decent sized video, and we'll start with oh these. These were given to me by Kevin. He gave them to me because he got the library edition, so he just gave them to me to read because he, like many others on YouTube here, are super into the BPRD and Hellboy universe. So this is volume one. Seed of Destruction, Hellboy. I've read this. I'm gonna reread it again, just because once I finish all the trades that I really want to get through that I haven't yet, I'm gonna read through all of these and all at once. But yeah, so volume one, I enjoyed that though. Volume two, Wake the Devil. Volume three, The Chained Coffin and Others. Volume 4, The Right Hand of Doom. This is probably my favorite trade just from the name. Volume 5, Conqueror Worm. Volume 6, Strange Places. Volume 7, The Troll Witch and Others. And then Volume 8, Darkness Calls. So as I said, I haven't read these yet. I want to. I hear people like Kevin, Nate, Oddfellow Thoughts talk about these books and the BPRD books and stuff like that. So I will eventually get to them. I got other stuff I want to read beforehand. Oh, so good. So this is my indie Jeff Lemire stuff. I got Lost Dogs. I haven't read this. I picked this up for like $5. I have no idea what this is about at all, but it's Jeff Lemire. He's Canadian. I really like his writing. So what's cool about this is it's all his art and story, and it's all done in black and red and white. Um, that's all. There's no actual other coloring. Um, but I have no idea what this is about. So if it's by Jeff Lemire, I usually just pick it up, not knowing anything, just because I really like him a lot. Um, Essex County by Jeff Lemire. I've just started reading this on the weekend, and or Tuesday, sorry, Tuesday on Canada Day. um, the thing with Jeff Lemire stuff is that it's not very dialogue driven. It's more he tells the story more through the visual, like through through his art. He tells the story, and it's really that usually makes it a faster read, but it's just always it's so dense with his storytelling. It's so good, and I really his art is different, but I really enjoy it. I enjoyed the first little bit that I've read so far, and I can't wait to continue reading it. And then also by him is Underwater Welder. This book is insane. Again, black and white, but this is just a book. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's just it's a trippy story. It's like it's there, but it's not. It's I don't want to ruin it because it's really good. If you haven't read this yet, definitely go out and pick it up. It's a top shelf book, just like Essex County, and it's really good. Next is Scott Snyder's Severed. Um, Nate told me about this book. I had no idea about it, and I'm one for horror, but this book is it's so scary. Like you read this and you're just like, oh my god. Especially the beginning and the end. It's just like, oh god, it's so creepy. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. I'm gonna reread this. I just recently read this too, but it's very scary. Robert Kirkman's Invincible, Volume One, Family Matters. I recently got turned on to this. I was just curious about it. Again with Kirkman, he's got like these long runs of books. I think it's over 100 issues in its run right now. Um, and I started picking it up when it was jumping on point. Um, but I just recently read the compendium. Um, Kevin lent me that, and it's so good. It's great storytelling. It's just making fun of superhero comics and everything. It's really really good. It's really cool. Then I got Powers Roleplay by Image Comics, Brian Michael Bendis, Michael Avon Oming. I haven't read this. I've had this for over a year and a half now, probably. And I I was really into Bendis' stuff when I first got into comics, and I just never got around to reading this. Like I always wanted to get Volume One. It's Volume Two. I have picked up some singles here and there, but I've never read this yet. I eventually will, but if you've read any of the Power stuff, let me know how it is because I'm curious. They still write it now, so I like it's got to be people got to read it. I got the Spawn Compendium number one. Todd McFarlane, Greg Capullo art, Alan Moore, Frank Miller, Grant Morrison. I just recently started collecting Spawn in singles. A lot of issues to collect, so I thought I'd get a when I'd have time, I'd read this just to get the story down. But I wouldn't have bought this if I knew this when I bought it. I didn't look. It was my fault. But it is in black and white, which is a little bit disappointing. I wanted it in color because I feel that Spawn has very rich colors in it. And unless the book is meant to be black and white books just aren't the same for me. Um, but it's okay. I'll still read it eventually when I get to it. Um, but yeah, I, and then also with Robert Kirkman, I got Walking Dead Volume One, Days Gone By, Volume 17. Yes, I jumped. Something to Fear. 18. That What Comes After. 19. March to War. Volume 20. All Out War Part One. And then the second compendium. I have the first one as well. I got this one for like $15 at a con, and I got the first one. Kevin's got it, and within the first one I read pretty quickly. I took a break from The Walking Dead, then I read the second compendium, and then just kept reading and reading those four trades that I was missing, and then caught up on singles. And I've been loving that story ever since. Feel terrible for waiting that long to read the books, but it's great now that I've read it and I'm caught up on singles. It's I've been enjoying it a lot. And then also from Image is Y the Last Man by Brian K. Vaughan, Pia Guerrera on art. It's the oversized hardcover edition. Um, I decided to get this just because this is my favorite comic book story that I've read so far, and probably will be until I stop reading comics, which will probably be when I die. But it's so good. It was the best thing ever. And then seeing Scott and Dr. Monkeybot have their weekly live shows talking about each trade, I decided, fuck, I just gotta get them because this is something that I really need. And the oversized is just awesome. It's really good. From Marvel, I picked this up just because I was interested in it. It's the Avengers. I am an Avenger. It just it has the issues of when a new Avenger was introduced to the team. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So it's got like Avengers 116, 137, 151, so on and so forth. But like it's got like the first Avengers issue. It's got the issue with Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and Hawkeye joining the team and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It's the old timey stuff. So you get what there is there. It's it was a fun read. Then I got the Amazing Spider-Man Masterworks. Collects Amazing Fantasy 15 and Amazing Spider-Man 1 to 5. Again, the old-timey stuff. I believe this was my dad's, and I stole it from him because I wanted to read it a long time ago, and I just never put it back on his bookshelf. I just put it on mine. So, and then I don't know where the sleeve cover is for this. I've misplaced it somewhere, but it's Iron Man Demon in the Bottle storyline. I think it's like Iron Man 2. Oh shit, where does that page go? 120 to 128, and it's the storyline where Tony Stark deals with his addiction problems with alcohol and shit like that. Again, it's it's the old stuff, and I've only read through half of it, and then I stopped reading it. Haven't gotten back to it yet, but it's good. I enjoy it. And then I've got more Avengers books. Avengers Disassembled. Uh, this was a cool storyline. This is where shit. What actually happens here? Take me. I haven't read this in so long. I think it's when Scarlet Witch just goes nuts and kills Hawkeye and just goes insane. Um, this when I first got into reading comics, I was super Marvel. Read all the Marvel stuff, and I really got into Bendis' stuff. So I wanted to collect his whole run of Avengers and trades. I'm still gonna eventually do that. It's just taken me a little bit longer because I got sidetracked on other things that I like. Um, but yeah, I think this is like the start of his run where he just killed off the Avengers and started other things. To go with that, I got Invincible, Iron Man, Disassembled. Um, this was all right. I don't think it had anything really to do with the Disassembled storyline. And then the Mighty Thor Disassembled again didn't really have anything to do with it. It had to do with like his death and Ragnarok and everything like that. It was really weird, and especially for like one of my first comics. I was like, what the hell is going on here? I've definitely missed something. And then to follow up Avengers Disassembled, I'm pretty sure this is what came out afterwards, is New Avengers Breakout. This is where all the villains that are in the Raft prison break out because of Electro, I think it was Electro, and then they form a new Avengers team. Hence why I call it the New Avengers. Amazing storyline. I'm definitely gonna come back and reread this because this is one of my favorite storylines with the Avengers in it. Then you got Volume 2, the Sentry. They find the Sentry in the Raft, and it became this whole thing where he was supposed to be a comic book character in the Marvel universe, but then he was actually real and he got forgotten from society. I'm pretty sure something like that. It was very trippy, but he's like Superman essentially. He's got like every power in the world. And Volume 3, Secrets and Lies. This is I believe the start of the Skrull War, which is kind of cool. You find out that not Jessica Jones. Jessica Drew is a Skrull or something like that, and it's really cool. And then when it's renumbered, you got, oh no, my books fell. Oh, sorry, people. Come back to life. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Don't fall. This is renumbered. And this was the stuff before they started. This was the volume before Marvel Now started. Um, where they are now with Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man. Also, I got the Spider-Man newspaper strips, Volume 2, and it's literally newspaper strips inside, just comics from the news strip. It's really cool. My dad got this for me like last Christmas or something like that. Got to get Volume 1, and then get through in Stan Lee, John Romita, Larry Lieber doing art. It's really cool to see that kind of stuff. And then also I got my Amazing Spider-Man omnibus, Amazing Fantasy 15, Amazing Spider-Man 1 to 38, plus 2 annuals and some other random issues. I couple issues in, it's I love the Ditko art. Definitely one of my favorite old timer artists. But it's really really cool reading this stuff. Just because I know I'll never get these issues in singles, so might as well get my reading in somewhere for those. And then for my DC/Vertigo stuff, here's my American Vampire stuff, Volume 1. Absolutely love American Vampire. If you haven't read this, at least I guess Cycle 1 or whatever it's called, actually try and pick it up in trade. It's awesome. I'm slowly picking it up in singles. They're hard to find up here, but so really good. First, what is it, 6 issues or something, were co-written with Stephen King. So if you're a King fan, it's really good. Volume 2. The story just takes you through different time periods of the U.S., going from like the Old West through like the boom of other shit. It's really through World War II and shit like that. It's really cool. Volume 3, Volume 4, hardcover, and then Volume 5. And then I've obviously got my issues other than that. And then also from Vertigo, Saucer Country. I don't have the second one yet. I wasn't a huge fan of this. It was alright. I didn't like the writing. The story just didn't grab me. I thought it would with it having to do with abduction and aliens and stuff like that, but it just never really grabbed my attention. Or it was a decent read, but not my favorite read. By Warren Ellis, Garth Ennis, Unknown Soldier. This is an insane story. I really enjoyed this a lot. It's pretty much a detective story, trying to figure out who the Unknown Soldier is and his lifetime through time, or his life through time, like fighting in every single known American war. It's really really cool, and definitely a must read, I think. And then to go on with the Jeff Lemire stuff, Sweet Tooth Volume 1. I've only read the first volume, and it was very, very good. Super, super cool. It's about, if I remember correctly, it's about this, at a certain date, there are kids that were born with animal parts, like the main character obviously has antlers and stuff like that, and everybody else died or something like that. It's really weird and really cool, but really, it's a Vertigo title. Let's just say it, put it there. And then there's Volume 2 in Captivity. Haven't started reading this yet, but as I said before, you got the girl with the nose, pig nose, and just other shit. Then from DC, I've got Justice League Dark Volume 2, The Books of Magic. This is the start of Jeff Lemire's run. Definitely wanted. I got into Justice League Dark late, I think issue 19. I think I have most of Lemire's run in singles now, but I wanted this to get the full story, and the Janet art doesn't hurt to have as well. It's just freaking awesome. I absolutely love this story, Books of Magic. I do eventually want to get the Milligan trade and read that as well. And then, man, so much Jeff Lemire shit. Superboy, Smallville Attacks. This was his run on Superboy just before the New 52. I'm a big fan of Superboy, and this was excellent. This is him in Smallville, talking. It's just really cool. got Legion of Superheroes in it. It's got you know, Kid Flash in it. It's just really cool. Crypto, Smallville. It's got Parasite. Just a whole bunch of things. It's really, and I think Doomsday in it as well, if I'm not mistaken. I forget if he's actually in it. It was a good story. Batwoman, Volume 1, Hydrology. Kevin, huge fan of Batwoman, or at least J.H. Williams' Batwoman. The art is nothing, is, oh, it's so good in here. I enjoyed the Detective Comics run better than this. It is very weird, but it's a different take on a Batman title, which is really cool. And then to start this stuff here, I got All Star Western Volume 1, Guns and Gotham. This is how I caught up on All Star Western, was trades, and I've never looked back. This book is amazing. It's so, so good. Then I got War of Lords and Owls. So this has the tie-ins for Court of Owls. And then, what's this one? Black Diamond Probability, which is also more tie-ins to the Edge books that were going on with that Black Diamond stuff. My phone's ringing, but I don't know where it is. Then some Batman stuff. I got Kevin Smith's Batman Cacophony. I think there's only 3 issues, if I'm not mistaken. It was decent. Not my favorite Batman story, but it was a decent read. I enjoyed this a hell of a lot more. The Widening Gyre, the ending, definitely killed me on that one. And this is Grant Morrison's Batman and Robin, Volume 2, I believe this is. Batman versus Robin. I don't know where my Volume 1 is. I don't know if I lent it to Kevin or not. I haven't read this. I read the first one. It was my first Grant Morrison kind of stuff. And it's Dick Grayson as Batman, so it took me a while to get used to that. But I'm excited to get into this once I have time. Then I've got Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo's Batman Volume 1, Court of Owls. Everybody's talked highly of it. No point in wasting my time on it. 2, City of Owls. I am probably going to double dip on the other trades just to have them. But I don't know yet if I will or not. I know they've been out for a bit now, but not quite sure. Then I got Brian Azzarello's Joker. I've seen people have this. I absolutely love this cover and how gross and disgusting it looks. The story inside is great, and the art is amazing too. It's a really good story, but this cover just grabs my attention, and I had to have it. I always wanted it, and then always saw it, and then never bought it. But then I found, and it's so cool. And I got Injustice: Gods Among Us Volume 1. Volume 2 hardcover, I think, just came out, so I'm going to get that as well. I really enjoyed this story. I missed the boat on getting singles, even on the Year 2 stuff, but I'll eventually, I'll just read it in trade. More from Grant Morrison, JLA Earth 2. I obviously went out and got this once I heard about Forever Evil coming out and stuff like that, so I definitely have to get this. But it's this is pretty much I've seen the movie Crisis on Two Earths, and that's where they grabbed the idea. That's where they grabbed the idea was from this book, and it's very cool and very Grant Morrison-y. But this book makes me not like Frank Quitely's art. It's just not as good as I liked it as some of his other stuff. And then JLA Volume 1 by Morrison, Howard Porter. Very 90s, very, very cool though. I enjoy it. This is another, I'm like in the middle of like 4 books. Oh man, phone's going off. I'm in the middle of like 4 books, and this is one of them. So, then from the New 52, I got Trinity of Sin. Holy moly, somebody pick up the phone. Trinity of Sin, Phantom Stranger, Volume 1. Dan Didio. I don't think, what's his face? De Matteis came on yet during these couple issues, but Phantom Stranger, I still continue to get the singles to this day, so it's a really good story. I love the Heaven and Earth stuff, and stuff that happens in here sets up. They still use it till today. And then I've got some 52 Volume 1. This is the big weekly series. Don't know what year it was. Late 2000s, maybe even mid 2000s, with Jeff Johns, Grant Morrison, Greg Rucka, Mark Waid, Keith Giffen. I've read this volume. Very, very cool. I wish I was reading comics when this came out. And then I got Volume 2. So I'll be shoving my face into this one and get reading into this one soon. And then kind of my Flash stuff. I got the Flash, the Road to Flashpoint. This is I think the end of the run before the New 52 started. Jeff Johns writing, Manapul on art. Oh, so nice. So nice. I think I'm missing like 1 or 2 issues of this run in singles, but I almost got them. And then to follow that up, I got Flashpoint miniseries event. This is a great event. I enjoyed it. I wish I just came in, not just, but a year or 2 afterwards. I came in after this. I wish I was reading this because this is obviously a Flash event, and I'm a little upset that I missed the boat on that. And then I got all these tie-ins for it. The World of Flashpoint featuring the Flash. This has got Citizen's Cold story, Gorilla Grodd, Legion of Doom, Kid Flash Lost. Super good. The Kid Flash Lost. And the Gorilla Grodd one shot. The World of Flashpoint featuring Green Lantern. You got Adam Sturley Green Lantern and Hal Jordan. Green Arrow Industries, Frankenstein, The Creatures of the Unknown. That one's good. Done by Jeff Lemire. That one's really good. Then we got Flashpoint featuring Wonder Woman, and it's got Wonder Woman and the Furies, Emperor, Aquaman, Lois Lane and the Resistance, and the Outsiders. And my favorite was Lois Lane in this one. That one was really good. Oh, look at that! I got my little Trinity War postcard. I'm gonna keep that. I forgot about that. Yeah, super cool. And then Flashpoint featuring Superman. This is the last one I needed to get, and I finally got it just a bit ago. What do you got? You got Project Superman by Scott Snyder. And then you got World of Flashpoint, which is it's about Tracy 13, I believe it is. I don't know who that was. Canterbury Cricket, and then the Booster Gold storyline. The Superman story was really good. I do also have the Flashpoint Batman one. Kevin has it, and that's got the Flying Graysons Batman storyline, and a couple other ones. I forget which one. What else is in those? And then I guess this is a compendium essentially, but it's Batman Nightfall Volume 1. This book and the next one are the 2 first comic related things I bought in my life, and got me started into comics. Thanks also to Kevin on that. But yeah, this was I bought this at Fan Expo 3 summers ago now, almost. And it was just as Dark Knight Rises was coming out, so Bane, stuff like that, and I love this storyline. It's so good. And then also I got Nightfall, Night Quest, where Azrael Batman comes in. I also do have Night's End. Kevin has that as well. I don't think he's read that yet, but that's all right. And then I got 3 more books to show, and that's about it. I got my Jeff Johns Flash Omnibus. His run on the Flash. Let's say which one. This has got Flash 164 to 176, and a couple other things. Kind of small for an omnibus. I was a little surprised by that. But again, it's oversized. It's really cool. And then I got his second omnibus. This is a lot thicker. What has it got here? 177 to 200. And oh my god, this stuff just looks so good. I'm slowly reading through my Flash Volume 2 singles to eventually get to this part in the story, so I don't have to open up those singles. But I will eventually. And then his Volume 3 omnibus. So a bit smaller than the second volume, but still, this finishes off his run. And when it does come out, which is I think in a couple months, I will be getting the Flash Volume 1 omnibus, which is like Flash Comics. No, Showcase Comics to Flash whatever, and it's Barry Allen, so I'll eventually get that omnibus to spend more of my money for DC. So thank you guys. I know it's a long video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you find something in this mess of a collection that you might want to try out. Everything that I've gotten, I've really loved. There hasn't been a book where I've been like, oh, this is terrible. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys again later. Bye.